It's Mirchi. Welcome back to the Immigration Hour, brought to you by the NPZ Law Group, the reputed business and family immigration law firm in New Jersey, New York, Indiana, with offices in India and Canada. I'm Vijaya, talking to David Knockman and Snehal Batra as well, managing attorneys of the NPZ Law Group. The L-1A visa is a non-immigrant visa for foreign executives or managers being transferred to their company US offices. So David and Snehal, tell us more about the nuances of the L-1A and how it compares to the EB-5.
Thanks, Vijay. And actually, we've talked about the new rules that came out recently on the EB-5, and we've been sort of helping our clients understand these new rules, which are going to take effect within the next 30 to 60 days. But it continues to be our strong preference that clients avoid the EB-5 and that they think about the L-1A and using what's called a permutation on the L-1A, the new company L-1A. So I'm going to pass it over to Snehal, who's going to explain the L-1A to everyone and explain how the new company L-1A works.
Thank you, David. So as Vijaya said, the L-1A is an intracompany transfer visa. It is a temporary work visa that does lead to a green card under the EB-1C preference category. And so the L-1A allows a U.S. employer to transfer an executive or manager from one of its foreign offices to its office in the U.S. It also allows a foreign company that doesn't have a U.S. office already to send a key manager or executive to start up the U.S. operations. And the general requirements for the L-1A requires having a qualifying relationship between the foreign company and the U.S. company. For example, a parent company, a subsidiary, or an affiliate. They have to be doing business in the U.S. and at least one other country. You have to prove that the executive or manager has been working for one of these qualifying organizations outside the U.S. for one continuous year in full-time capacity within the last 3 years. And also that he or she is coming to work in the U.S. in an executive or managerial capacity. A couple of key benefits of the L-1A that people are not aware of is that there is really no educational requirement. You don't need a degree to qualify. It also is dual intent, and there's also no annual limit, okay? But the really nice thing that I love about the L-1A is that it has this provision for new offices. So an executive or manager can be sent to the U.S. to establish a new office. And the wonderful thing about that is, unlike the EB-5, there is no minimum investment requirement. You can invest $100,000 from the foreign company to the U.S. company to start up operations. Mm-hmm. You also don't need an exact amount of turnover. For example, there's no magic number in how much money the foreign business needs to be earning. So that's also really nice to allow the foreign company to expand in the U.S. Basically, what it does is allows the foreign national, the executive or manager, to travel to the U.S., start up operations for 1 year, and then file for an extension. And basically what they're doing is spearheading the operations, hiring individuals, expanding into the U.S. And once they have that extension, they're able to file for a green card. As I mentioned earlier, under the EB-1C, the priority worker multinational manager. So right now we have cases for individuals where, they're able to come to the U.S., file for the L-1A initial company extension, file the green card, get the green card. All of that takes place within a 4 to 5 year period. So it's a really nice option for those individuals that have foreign businesses.
Super. So folks, if you are planning a temporary or permanent international transfer, the NPZ Law Group, also known as VisaServe, can help. And they've been serving a growing national and an international business community for decades, and they can help you. So get the help you need. Visit visaserve.com or just call them at 201-670-0006. Getting your immigration law IQ up with the NPZ Law Group only on Mirchi. Lots more to talk about. Stay with us. It's Mirchi and it's hot.